What's a mighty good word, party focus from our high priest? I'm up here on Saturn's day. It's Saturday, January 27th. The sun's currently at about 8 degrees of Aquarius. Mars, Mercury, and Venus are all in Capricorn. All the big planets are moving ahead. We're not counting any of the asteroids or other flying objects. But yes, we have, it's like liftoff, right? Anyway, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a Gemini collective reading. I do have other sign placement readings as well as other collective readings. So regardless of whether you have a Gemini placement or distinguished Gemini placement in your natal chart, this may still resonate. I still recommend checking out the collective readings, especially the full moon, new moon readings. Maybe the first quarter moon reading. Anyway, Gemini, it's very wonderful to have you here. We might as well just get into it, right? Gemini, high priests. Wow, okay. Gemini magicians, Gemini high priestesses, and Gemini kings and queens. This is your highest most effervescent, most fun court. I am your mercurial, funny-looking jester with your messages for your divine inspiration, spiritual exaltation, and overall human expansion. Yo, I got jittery when I started to come it on for y'all. We do have the Wheel of Fortune in the regular schmegular Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is this is fabulous art, right? We have Two of Pentacles as well as from the Radiant Wilds Tarot, which is a really interesting take, but it is because Jupiter and Uranus just stationed direct this evening or morning, overnight. So now the Jupiter, the big benefic, and Uranus, both are in Taurus, are now moving forward. So yeah, you're thinking about, you're thinking about how changes in the past have affected you. And so in this case, it's less about taking on an impulsive or a quick type of decision. So it's more about staying put, because in the summer you will experience a bigger, not upheaval, but like an upheaval where you are making a big change that you Gemini are very used to these types of familiar changes, or perhaps you've been experiencing good changes really in your home environment, and so with family even, or simply security, the actual home, or your money, like from here up, right? And so it has required that you take a lot of time to make decisions. So like, this is all relative, right? It's where you used to make more impulsive type and quicker decisions. You're now in a moment of time where you are really being very decisive in terms of taking time to make decisions so that they are for expansion. And you're right there. You want the change. Thank you so much, Goddess Isis, Sun God Ra, Mercury, Spirit Guides of the highest light, angels, archangels, ascended masters, powerful, wise ancestors. What message do you have for the Gemini collective? I have the Herbal Astrology Oracle here that I want to just pull one card from. All right, so we have Arnico, which is teacher, and we have Calendula, purity, card number 1. So yeah, you've learned a lot about leaps of faith, right? You've learned a lot about what works as far as how to make quick decisions or what's worth making a quick decision on and what's not worth making quick decisions. So yeah, like the flavor of Arnica being card number 33 is Saturn as a teacher, right? So Saturn and Jupiter working together, it's constant expansion, it's ebb and flow, but it is expansion. So it's a larger ebb and then a lower frequency of lull or flow. So you're essentially just expanding out, which is following a natural timeline. But for you, you're really dedicated as far as money and home. So this involves change of home in the summer and then a progression. So either one or both. And it's really like applying that virtue of patience, of really seeing how it's like, if I can put it this way, the last decision that you made, you're waiting longer naturally to analyze naturally. So it's very intuitive. I have here the Moonology Oracle, since it was just the full moon a couple nights ago. Like 48 hours ago. I thought it would be interesting to grab a couple from the Moonology. Basically, as we enter the fall, by then, you'll have completed this sort of phase, analytical phase you're in, right? Of sort of like looking at the data. You're someone who looks at the data. You are likely creative in that way. And so now the full moon asks you to, don't take the plunge. There is a teacher, there is an actual teacher, likely masculine or male, that is it's not meant for you to like brush them off or push them away. It doesn't have to involve like a relationship or friendship. It could just be a surface level or more acquaintance, more network-esque, right? Because we're considering the home, security, and valuables like wealth. And so it could just be a guide, someone who can help you to take the next steps. And so it's imperative that you follow a rudimentary step-by-step approach. It doesn't mean go slow, but it does mean go slow, right? Because like step-by-step is slow, but like basically don't skip steps, don't rush, don't be so brash and abrasive. A lot of this has been, you're processing a lot of what has occurred in the last month with this new moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. So this moon just is part of this 28-day cycle. It was a new moon in Capricorn about 2 weeks ago. And so this definitely kicked off this Saturnian, a sort of halt. But again, this is not meant for you to view as like constrictive. It can feel that way, but you're getting ready for like a bigger expansion, right? Hold your vision, remain fixed, don't move so fast, don't leave so fast, don't leave this feeling yet, right? Because again, by the fall, a new romantic cycle begins, like a new flavor, a new chapter to your life. We have Believe in the Impossible, blue moon at the bottom of the deck. So it's maintaining that fixed posture, that fixed vision, and not trying to run away from it, right? Not trying to feel like it's not working out for you, when in actuality it is. It very much is. It's just a very it's a different level of manifestation, in that it does require a lot of that virtue in like dignity. And I don't know, I'm getting all these like virtuous words. Y'all are on to something. Okay, this is definitely like the application of lessons learned, right? There's a lot of justice, karma in the air as we sit to manifest, right? And so simply what that means is like, have you actually learned from what has occurred in the last year? Because Saturn is really looking at that last year, and then Saturn will turn around as they are now for you. They're looking at you and saying, have you learned this year or this last year? What have you learned? And like, how will that actually help you to take on this new, like, it's sort of like a, I don't know if chapter is the right word. It's a whole new, like, I like to say this, I like to put it this way. It's like a new flavor of you, which isn't supposed to be like gross or in any way of like that, you know, like low brow, or it's really like a new personality, a new you, a new like contentment, like the spring in your step sort of thing. I have here the Last Judgment. So yeah, you're trying to quickly escape. But yeah, don't forget, like, don't run out. There's still something to gain. Thank you so much. Mercury, Sun God Ra, Goddess Isis, thank you so much for these clear messages for the Gemini Collective. The Three of Cups in reverse. So yeah, pulling back a lot from this excitement, things that drain you in a way. Okay, you're here, Magician, because you like, yeah, like I said, you're manifesting. You're in this new mode of manifestation, and so you're looking at what actually puts you in this vicinity, or like puts you in this frame of mind of like, I better flip the switch already. And yeah, a lot of it has to do with finances. A lot of it is spiritual, like growth. Like I mentioned, it is a lot due to you applying karmic lessons, and that's just applying lessons in life, right? Spiritual folk like to add all these fun words like karma. It's like we as we move through time and space, like we release some karma, or we're released from karma, and then we gather new karma. We're never without karma. We're never with karma. It's both. It's like working on that to add this, which is exactly what Jupiter and Saturn are doing with you right now. If you're working with them, it seems like you're like in this new mental space that involves the heart chakra, and it involves also just more not the sacral like sensation, but the like third eye. So a lot of clarity there, moving away from too many energies, moving away from the things that would make you want to like burst out of your skin in a way, right? You're not ready to like up and go. Thank you so much. yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. 8 of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, so you know, like you've 2 of Swords. It's not time yet, right? Bottom of the deck right there. Okay. This is great. But like as I mentioned, you're having to work to analyze to see what actually works and what doesn't work, where you have like it feels to me like you're in more of a really looking at what gratitude means, and then going from there, looking at what you worked for and what has actually like blossomed and bloomed in your life, and making sure that you are well, like you're in that zone of like appreciation, gratitude, like, whoa, I've actually worked for all of this. So instead of like moving so quickly out of this space, let me enjoy it. Let me actually look at it. That's a huge karmic lesson for you. You're still feeling a little bit of this fire, a little bit of the new, a little bit of the wanting the new. So I think what can help you is definitely remaining in that space of constant recirculate. If you start feeling that it doesn't, like you're ready to flip the switch, it's like, can you redirect that thought to, actually, I'm getting ready for a even bigger shake up or 180 in my life. And so instead of making a small change now that I'm used to, like I'm used to making these changes, I'm used to always doing this way. Instead of doing it that way, your advice is to stop, like smell the roses a little bit, and more so because you've worked for a lot of this. So if not, you worked for all of it. Don't be in such a rush, Emperor. I love it. I think this is a great card for your thumbnail. And we have the sun at the bottom of the deck. Like, is it about patience? You're working with this. It's like this year, this last year. Now apply what you learned. Okay, not yet. Don't be afraid that you're locked in. You're not. Okay, it's just with this type of manifestation that you're inviting in, it requires that, like, yeah, feel a little bit of, or feel really grounded for you, Gemini. For you feel the ground, and it may feel constricting. It may feel like, damn, I'm being held back. But if you're working towards that big splash in the summer, that's your reminder. Okay, so look, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like, don't do it yet. Don't run away with your emotions. Don't let your emotions run away with your mind. Then, as I go through that motion myself, it's the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, at the bottom of the deck. So we have 10 with the Wheel of Fortune, 10 with the 10 of Pentacles. I have 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. So 88 is a very auspicious number, right? We have the Magician, 1, Ace of Pentacles, 1. So that's a third one here, third one. And we have 20 as well with Judgment. I would say you're setting yourself up for success, but you're feeling a little bit of a rush as the Sun card. And the death card in reverse. Fly out at me. Thank you so much. Goddess Isis. Can we just get more clarity? That one just wanted to fly out. So 9 of Wands in reverse. Don't take on anything right now. Don't take on any more than you have to. You've got a lot on your plate already. There's no need to like make that drastic move. Okay, 3 on the Wheel of Fortune, great. Yes, it's not time yet. Okay, don't run with that. Okay, this is the Aquarius season. It's not time yet. You're still in manifestation. There's still a lot to learn. There's a leader that can help you to flip, or maybe you are working with like a therapist or psychologist type, psychiatry type figure. Do we have any clarity for the devil? Yeah, it's not time to go yet. The 4 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it is running with the emotions. Okay, making sure you're clear in the emotional state. I have 3 cards that fell on the 8 of Pentacles. I have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Stay in your manifestation mode. Okay. Yes, don't leave yet. And then the Ace of Cups. And wow, it's like the 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse on the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so keep working on what you're working on. Don't leave that. Don't drop that manifestation. You're working towards a huge move, a huge shift at the end of this summer. And that's your main goal. That's your main, there's like something that's pulling you, like, come this way, or like, maybe like if this person in your network or an acquaintance is like very pushy, tell them, yo, I gotta wait. No quick decisions at the moment. It's more in alignment with the summer, a bigger expansion in the summer. Okay, I hope that helps. There's a lot of like confirming double card action here, and then I'll just read the guidance from this herbs of Saturn. Okay, upright, loyalty, commitment, perseverance, teacher, stability, companionship, community, unique path. Reverse, individualist, finding your own way. Lone wolf, overly independent, avoiding confrontation. Energetically, Arnica embodies Saturn by supporting our energy to heal and mend after trauma. All right, it's not like you're like, yeah, I feel that the teacher is more like a psychiatrist type figure that you're able to work through. And it is the emotional healing. It is that offsetting trigger, like the emotional field gets riled up. And so then you get into this mode of like, I need to make big changes. And right now, you've got something bigger that you're working for, something bigger, better on your plate that is just going to take a little bit of time. And maybe you're in that feeling of like wanting to make that switch, right? Arnica has long been associated with wolf medicine, symbolizing loyalty, leadership, community, intuition, and instinctual intelligence. Wolf, like Arnica, teaches us how to become resilient teachers so that we experience greater knowing and help others as they seek their own path. When Arnica grows in wild, it is found in unique and mystical patches, showing us its unique form of manifestation and growth. Like wolf, it does not follow established pathways. It finds its own way off the beaten path. Define patterns of habit. Draw upon the power of your tribe to discover the power of co-creative support. Holding your unique power within a community further empowers your vision and capacity. Like a wolf, be fiercely loyal to your tribe while also upholding your unique talent. All right. So, like the message I'm getting there is like hold tight to what you have now. There's a lot of teaching and healing coming out of that, especially if you're working on processing a lot of that emotional work and healing your emotional energy and field. Invest in that. Time's moving with you, and you'll cross that finish line at the end of the summer. I send you so much love, so much light, so much protective white light. Keep it real, Gemini. I'll be back with more messages, okay?